So, Jen, what's the biggest mistake that people make whenever moving abroad?
Well, there are 2, but they're related. So it has to do with the 6 stages of moving abroad. So we say that ideation is first, that's fantasy land, right? That is one day I'm gonna retire on the beach like this with a margarita. Then there's planning, which is where can I go and how do I get there? Exploration is where do I want to go based on that short list I've identified. Paperwork is exactly what it sounds like. And up until then, we're window shopping, but that's the moment where you're going to pick a store and walk in to make your purchase. Stage 5 is logistics. So that's figuring out what you're going to keep, sell, toss, store, donate, whether or not you're going to rent or sell your home if you own one in the US, and whether you're going to rent or buy abroad, and how you're going to move you, your pets, everything, whatever you're taking with you. And then finally, stage 6 is settling in. And that's the rest of your life. So finding a new GP or where you want to go to dinner on Friday nights or a new book club group, learning the language and understanding the culture. And the two biggest mistakes that people make, one is that they try to do all the stages at once. If you're like, "Oh my gosh, I want to figure out how to get a visa, but first I have to figure out what to do with all my kids' baby teeth and what how I'm going to learn a language at my age and all these different things." And I just need you to put those problems aside for a little bit until you solve the stage that you're in. The first thing is staying in the stage that you're in. And the second is doing the stages out of order. And in that case, you decide that you're going to look at houses or you're going to study on Duolingo, which is real fun. But if you haven't figured out your visa path, then that could be a waste of time because you could spend all your time looking at €1 houses in Italy and find out you can't move there. Or you spend all your time learning Portuguese, but you finally decide on Spain. So if you pursue the stages in order, it doesn't mean that you aren't thinking about the future or that you can't backtrack if you need to. But if you do the stages in order, I can almost guarantee you that you'll have a successful move abroad.